fans, welcome to Wildcat Ballpark here on this sunny but very blustery Tuesday afternoon as the Eagan Wildcats are just about ready to take on the Lakeville South Cougars in this South Suburban matchup. Earlier this season, Lakeville South took care of the Wildcats 8-0 on Madeline Nutter's three-hitter where she struck out 12 Wildcats. We'll talk a little bit more about that game later, but we're here to see if the Wildcats can't rebound from that game and take out the Cougars this afternoon. On the hill for the, or in the circle I suppose I should say, for the Wildcats is sophomore number 55, Nicole Casillas. She's pitched most of the innings for the Wildcats this year. And to lead it off for the Lakeville South Cougars is Madeline Yandel. Around the infield for the Wildcats today, we've got Sarah Borger at third base, Addie Goyle at shortstop, Ella Bailey at second base, and Maya Carnes at first base. And behind the plate is one of the captains, Megan Dierberger. Key to Nicole's success this year has been getting ahead early in the count. Doesn't do it there, but has consistently gotten ahead and has had some pretty good success. There's a called strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Madison Yandel. She's a freshman, leading off for most of the season for the Cougars. Ground ball, shortstop to Addie Goyle, over to Maya Carnes. Maddie Yandel, who's pretty quick, beats it out for a hit.
Speedy Yandel beats the throw. Next up, number 6, Raylan Costley.
Brings up Raylan Costley. Fake bunt, steal, good throw by Megan, got her. That was a great throw there by Megan. She came up firing immediately. Could have told you that Yandel was going to go on the pitch. And we had a called strike, so 2 good things there for the Wildcats as Dierberger throws out Yandel. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Costley comes in batting .212 on the season. She's played in 13 games, 33 at-bats, 7 hits on the season, a couple extra base hits. Threat to put it on the green, as we say. Foul ball back against the padding. Two balls, 2 strikes to Costley. 1 out here early in the game. This is the last home game of the Eagan Wildcats season. We'll talk about sections here this afternoon as well, but it appears that the Wildcats are likely destined for a 6th or 7th seed in Section 3 Quadruple A. Being a road game the first couple of games. Foul ball back out of play. Hits off the grandstand here. Two balls, 2 strikes to Costley. High pop fly, heading foul. Fair ball though. Neither Schussler or Goyle called for the ball and they let it drop between them. Both players stopped on the play.
Next up to catch it, Riley Rasmussen.
It's an unfortunate pop fly hit for the Cougars. Tough play back there. The ball was carrying a little bit with this wind. Addie wasn't sure. Addie Goyle wasn't sure if she could get there either. probably if each one of them calls the other one off, they can probably make that catch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Riley Rasmussen. She'll be catching today. Riley comes in batting .324. She has 9 RBIs. Two balls, 1 strike. Nicole's missing up just a little bit. Look for her to bring that ball back down around the knees. She pitched in the game against the Cougars earlier this season. Nice off-speed pitch there for Nicole. The game was a little bit crazy. There was a couple things that happened early in that game. Starting third baseman Catherine Vandalak was unavailable to play last second, and had it been known a little earlier, Coach Duncan may have switched up his lineup, but it had already been turned in at that point, and he was had to play a couple of freshmen who were up to help relieve some stress on the pitchers that day. Fly ball, left field, tailing foul. Adeline Schessler gives it a look, isn't able to quite get there. Long foul ball, strike. So Rasmussen's working a good at-bat here against Nicole Casillas. Rasmussen's a sophomore. One of the things that Nicole is going to continue to work on as she gets more experience at the varsity level is getting in and out of innings quicker. We're up to 17 pitches already, and that limits her to kind of 5 innings or so at this point in her career for throwing around 20 pitches an inning. Count remains full on the foul ball. Raylan Costley is at first base. She's going to play second base today. And she gets a strikeout. Great pitch on the outside corner for Casillas. Brings up Kayla Dolan, third baseman. Kayla's a junior. She's batting .273 on the season. Takes the ball outside on the first pitch. Kayla has 9 walks and 7 RBIs. Nicole looked like she might have thought that was a strike on the outside corner. Umpire doesn't give it to her. So runs the count to 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Ball up. It will be interesting to see how the wind plays a factor in today's game. If a fly ball gets up in this wind, it's almost a jet stream blowing straight to left field. And a 4-pitch walk for Dolan. Dolan's one of their better hitters. She had 2 hits against the Wildcats in the last game. Blee Breck is now up. Bree Breck. She had 2 at-bats. Oh, sorry, Ava Brandt. Called strike on the outside part of the plate.
Nobody near you out there, nobody near you.
She's designated player today.
Hey, 2 outs.
Last game against the Wildcats, she had a walk and a run scored. 3 plate appearances. Foul ball back against the screen. Nicole gets way up, 0-2 with runners on first and second base. One of the other things the Wildcats continue to work on is trying to get out of difficult situations as they are right now without giving up that run. Line drive, left field, right to Adeline Schussler. She makes the catch, and the Wildcats get out of the inning. After a half an inning here on ETV, it's 0-0 going to the bottom of the first. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Ballpark here in Eagan on a blustery afternoon. Sun shining, up over 80 degrees. Feels more like a summertime game than a spring softball game. But Wildcats get out of a difficult inning in the top of the first and brings up
The
pitcher Nicole Casillas.
number 55, Nicole Casillas.
Nicole comes in batting .433 on the season. She's been in the top couple three hitters for the Wildcats all year. She has 12 RBIs and 13 runs scored. Doing what she's supposed to do there in the top of the order, getting on base. Called strike for Nutter. As we talked about, she pitched the first game against the Wildcats. She has a little bit of a different windup, and the release point is just a little bit awkward for the hitters, I think, to pick up. 0-2 count to Casillas. It'll be Nicole Casillas, Ella Bailey, and Gabby Beerley for the Wildcats here in the top of the bottom of the first inning. Foul ball back into the net. Ball down and away. Nutter had 12 strikeouts last game that she pitched against the Wildcats. Nicole had 2 of those, so she's looking to make amends for that outing. Big swings from Nicole in her practice there. Hits herself in the back a few times. Amped up, ready to go. Good take there. Ball was up and out. Tough pitch to lay off on with 2 strikes, but good job there by Nicole not to feed into that pitch. Foul ball again. Nutter has a pitch that tends to elevate as it comes across. Whether it's a true rise ball or not, it definitely seems to get those hitters looking down, and the ball tails up at the very end. Outside corner, called strike 3.
Next up, the freshman second baseman,
Brings up
Ella Bailey.
freshman Ella Bailey. Ella's been on a pretty good tear the last 5 games. She's batted .538 with 7 hits and 7 runs scored in those last 5 games. Looking to stay hot here against Nutter. Ella did not play in the game against, well, she did play. She did hit bat in the Foul ball gets down into Rasmussen's glove on a pop foul bunt. Great play there by Rasmussen to dive after that. Ball gets up. We talk about got to keep that bat up or bat down on that bunt. Not a good pitch to bunt, unfortunately, and Rasmussen makes Ella pay the price. So brings up junior Gabby Beerley. Gabby's also been on a heck of a tear lately. She's batting .500 in the last 5 games. 8 hits, 5 runs scored, 4 walks. So getting on base a lot for the Wildcats. One strike to her. Trademark look back into the catcher's glove every pitch that she takes, seeing exactly where that ball ended up. Madeline went 6 full innings against Lakeville North last night. 1-0 loss. Tough game. I think North scored in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Gabby Beerley. Swing and a miss. And Nutter picks up where she left off last game, getting 2 strikeouts on the Wildcats in the top of or bottom of the 1st inning. So after 1 full inning, it's 0-0 here at Wildcat Ballpark on ETV. All right, welcome back here to Wildcat Ballpark. Top of the 2nd inning, 0-0. So Nutter gets her 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the 2nd or bottom of the 1st inning, and good first pitch there by Nicole in the top of the 2nd. Chop foul. Sarah Borger gives chase. Breeza, sophomore, playing center field for the Cougars today. Ground ball to shortstop Addie Schussler. Up, fire, and gets her this time. Addie Goyle, check that.
1 down brings up number 13. The first baseman, Sydney Swanson.
Good pitch there by Nicole. Gets it down, gets the ground ball. Tough little hop there. Addie handles that really nicely. Comes up firing. Good job by her. Brings up first baseman Sydney Swanson. Called strike there. Sydney Swanson comes in batting .286 on the season. Second called strike there for Nicole. 0-2 to Swanson. Strike three. Great pitch down in the zone. Swanson swings over the top of it, and Nicole picks up her second strikeout of the game. Brings up Kaylee Hefferman. Hefferman's a freshman. Has played in 10 games this season. Batting .391. Has 9 hits. Pretty quick in those 10 games. She has 4 stolen bases. Foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Right fielder Emma Stahlberger gives chase. This is her last home game at Wildcat Ballpark. Nicole runs the count again, 0-2. Foul ball. Nicole seems to be finding those corners and those edges of the strike zone a little bit better here in the second inning. Looks into the dugout, waiting for Coach Duncan's sign. 0-2 pitch, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Addie Goyle not quite able to get there. Base hit to center field for Hefferman. Should be looking for her to steal in this situation.
Next up, the shortstop, number 44, Peyton Lang.
Brings up Peyton Lang, number 44, playing shortstop today for the Cougars. She's a junior. With 2 outs, not sure if Coach... Good toss down by Megan there, trying to get Hefferman leaning. See if Coach Smith here goes on the second pitch. Does not send her. Foul ball back into the net. So 1 ball, 1 strike. To Lang. Called strike outside half of the plate, right at the knees. Payne Lang has also played in 10 games this season. She's batting .167. Ball up. Another toss down by Dierberger to Carnes. Ball gets away, but no damage. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Key situation here for the Wildcats to get out of the bottom part of this inning. We'll get out of this inning here at the bottom of the order. This is number 9 hitter. Always better to come up with the leadoff hitter with nobody on at the top of an inning. And she strikes her out and does exactly that. So her 3rd strikeout of the game. And after a ground ball hit, Cougars leave 1 more, and it is 0-0 going into the bottom of the second inning here on ETV. All right, welcome back here to Wildcat Ballpark. Now batting for the Wildcat is number 50, Sarah Borger. Pop ball behind third base, gonna land. Shortstop, left fielder. So the ball falls down. Sarah Borger gets through there.
Next up, number 83. The senior.
So Sarah gets a double there.
Playing her final game at Wildcat Stadium, number 83, Annie Bullock.
All right, called strike there, or swing and a miss for Addie. Bunt foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. Sarah Borger's at second base. Addie's looking for a strong hit here. Score Sarah, get the lead for the Wildcats. Ball up. In the first game between these two teams, there was hardly any opportunities for the Wildcats to get anything started. They only had 3 hits and 1 walk in the entire game. They ran 22 batters up on 18 outs. So it tells you the dominating performance that Nutter had against the Wildcats in the last game. Ball on the inside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Goyle. Foul ball back into the net. New life. Good job wasting that strike from Nutter. Coach Dunking is asking Sarah Borger to get a little bit bigger lead there at second base. Definitely looking to score on anything to the green. Sarah follows through with Coach Duncan's ask. Gets the attention of the catcher Rasmussen for the Cougars. Sarah hustles back. Pretty sure we have a gale force winds coming through here right now. Just as she throws that ball at called strike 3 on Addie. 3rd strikeout for Nutter. Brings up sophomore left fielder Addie Schussler. Addie's batting .275 on the year. Oh shit! Did that really? Oh, sorry. So 2 strikes to Schussler. Tough play there for the umpire, takes it to the face. These players throw hard, they swing hard, they hit hard, and that ball comes off fast. Yeah. Blue's getting a little water. Oh yeah, right off the face. That's a tough one. And they're pulling everybody off the field.
Brief timeout. Take care of the umpire. Got one off the face mask.
Coach Dierberger there. So Coach Dierberger's talking over there to Sarah Borger. Got a lot of fans here. Got the Goyles and the Stahlbergers, Schusslers. Oh. Even the Baileys are here, besides me. It's the Carnes up there. Shot of the Lakeville fans here while we have a little timeout. Umpire. All right, and for now we're going to go to break as we wait for the umpire to come back on the field. So it's 0-0 here in the top of the second inning on ETV.
For me to get tested every 2 weeks so that I can have a graduation this spring is most important to me.
For my sport, so that I'll be able to participate and compete.
Because I want to be on stage for my senior year musical and prom and graduation.
This program to get students testing when they're asymptomatic increases the likelihood that we catch some of that very small percentage of students that test positive and eliminate the huge disruption for that co-curricular activity or that school day.
I don't want to be a community spreader, so coming to the Armory, getting a free test has been easy. And it makes sure that I'm staying safe as well as keeping my friends safe.
We want to be back in person, and we need to work together to get to that point.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, parents have kept their children home to keep them safe. As a result, pediatric visits and vaccinations have been missed. Although the COVID-19 vaccine is not yet available to children, there are vaccinations available to prevent other serious illnesses. Now is a good time to check your child's records and schedule an appointment with their provider. To request your child's vaccination record, call 651-201-3980 or visit health.mn.gov/immunize.
You are probably hearing a lot of information about COVID-19 vaccines right now. We wanted to answer some common questions about how COVID-19 vaccines have been made. How are COVID-19 vaccines made faster? Usually, testing a vaccine to make sure it is safe and works is done before large amounts of vaccines are made. Because of the pandemic and money from the federal government, scientists did both at the same time. Only vaccines that have been tested and are shown to be safe are used. How are COVID-19 vaccines tested? All COVID-19 vaccines go through tests called clinical trials. Each vaccine goes through more than one test. First, the vaccine is tested with a small group of volunteers. Then, a couple hundred. Then tens of thousands of people. Volunteers for COVID-19 vaccine trials come from many diverse communities and backgrounds. This is the same process used for testing other vaccines. How do COVID-19 vaccines get approved? For the vaccines that make it past all the tests, a team of medical experts will look at the test results and how people felt after they got the vaccine. If the vaccine works and it's safe, it gets approved. There are many groups of scientists and experts that are reviewing the vaccine safety data for COVID-19 vaccines and making recommendations. Only approved vaccines are given to people. Who is getting vaccine first? A national advisory group for CDC looked at the data and made recommendations for who should get the vaccine first. Some groups that are at the highest risk for COVID-19 or could get very sick from COVID-19 got the vaccine first. Minnesota has a team of experts who will help make sure vaccine is available to everyone fairly, with a focus on health equity. As more vaccine becomes available over time, more people will be vaccinated. For more information about the COVID-19 vaccine, visit the Health Department's website.
We're expanding trail plowing in Eagan this winter. This is Eagan Now from Eagan Television.
Oh, I love it. It's just having the paths cleared is nice because I take these guys on walks every day pretty much all through the winter.
We've responded to keep Eagan active and connected during COVID-19. We already plow more than 86 miles of trails after clearing the streets. When warm weather returns, we'll work on building more new trails. We have a 10-year bike and walking plan to connect Eagan. We are working to include everyone and have over 100 opportunities. We consider it where people live, work, play, shop, and use transit. One idea is a trail from Highway 13 and Silverbell Road to the river. Also, improve sidewalks near Denmark, Duckwood, and Town Center Drive. The city wants to reflect the priorities it heard from the community. See the plan at cityofeagan.com/bike-pedestrian-plan.
In 1864, Folliot Sanford Pierpoint penned the words of the Christian hymn, "For the Beauty of the Earth." Mesmerized by the beauty of the English countryside, he dedicated the first 2 verses to what he saw in God's natural creation. The following verses continue to describe other aspects of God's devising, human love, and the relationship between divine and mortal.
All right, welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Had a little delay in the game on that last strike by foul ball from Addy Schussler. Hit the umpire right in the face and knocked him out of the game for behind the plate. Potential for concussion, just, you know, safety purposes. So he's going to take the field now, a little safer out there, and the field umpire is going to come in and be behind the plate. So Coach Duncan and Coach Smith are just making sure that the umpire has the correct lineup information and everybody's all squared away. Madeline Nutter is in the circle, taking a few warm-up pitches to her battery mate Rasmussen, and Addy Schussler will come up to the plate with an 0-2 count. Everything stays exactly as it was. We also have a substitution for the Cougars. Number 11 is in for number 9. So Rasmussen is out of the game. So number 11 is Catherine Moaning.
With Miss Addy Schussler in the box.
And a called strike for the strikeout for Schussler. Trying to get all organized here. Apologize for the little bit of a delay. Lang moves behind the plate. Ball high. Costley moves to short. Ball low, a second ball. Good hard throw by Lang, but Borger's gonna score. So the little bit of a drop ball there by Lang allows Borger to go to third, and an errant throw by Lang down the third baseline scores Borger. Borger comes in hard, stands up, gets across there, and we run the count to 3 balls for Stahlberger. So Wildcats take the lead, bottom of second inning. Called strike for Emma. Pitch on the outside half of the plate, probably outside corner, maybe even in the river, called strike 3 or strike 2. Emma thought that was ball 4. Took a couple steps down the line. Gets back in the box though. Full count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Emma Stahlberger. So Nutter strikes out the side after giving up the leadoff double. Borger scores for the Wildcats. It's 1-0 Wildcats after 2 innings here on ETV. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. It's the top of the 3rd inning. Wildcats lead 1-0 after a leadoff double by Borger, pass ball and an error, but Nutter has 5 strikeouts. So here's Casillas to the leadoff hitter, Yandel. Great play by Ella Bailey to sneak in behind first base to get the first out, and takes a foul ball away from Yandel.
Brings up the second baseman, Raylan Costley.
Line drive back to Casillas. She got all of that one, but Nicole, cat-like reflexes on the mound. So here's the replay, though, of the first out. Yandel goes up. Maya Carnes looks to get it. Ella Bailey calls her off and makes the catch. On that last play, the ball rocketed back to Nicole. Just got her glove down on it and makes the out. So 2 outs here after a couple pitches to the Cougars, and a leadoff strike to Manning. So 2 strikes. Line drive, fair ball. Hard ball down the line. Schussler's up with it in left field. And Manning gets a double on the hard line drive just inside the base down the 3rd baseline.
Brings up the 3rd baseman, number 18, Kayla Golden.
So brings up Kayla Dolan. She walked her first time up. Off-speed pitch, called strike. Here's a play, the last hit, just inside that line. You can see the hard line drive down the line. Back here live, swing and a miss by Dolan. Gets 2 strikes on her. Foul ball, check swing. Wasn't sure she liked that pitch. Just sticks her bat out on it, gets the new life on it. Dierberger hustles to get the ball back in play. Manning is at second base. Off-speed pitch, strike and a miss, strike 3, and Nicole Casillas ends the Cougar rally. So after 2.5 innings, the Wildcats continue to lead 1-0. All right, so one other quick note here. Eagan Wildcats would like to thank 3 sponsors of their program. They've given significant funds to help improve and continue to make the ballpark better. They are the Urgency Room, the Minnesota Stars, and Twin City Orthopedics. We thank them for their support. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Ballpark. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Batting for the Wildcats will be Megan Dierberger, Drew Busley, and Nicole Casillas. So Nutter struck out the side after giving a leadoff double and comes back with another strike here on Dierberger. So Wildcats have 5 strikeouts. The Cougars have 4 strikeouts. So good pitchers duel going on here at Wildcat Ballpark. Megan chases one up in the zone. 2 strikes. Ground ball out to shortstop. Up with it is Costley. She comes across the field to Swanson. And Dierberger is retired.
Next up, the freshman designated player number 14, Drew Busley.
Brings up number 14, Drew Busley. Line drive out to left field. That's going to be in the left field gap. She's going to be in there for a stand-up double. Drew takes the first pitch up in the zone and laces it off the fence in left center field for a stand-up double.
Double for Busley leads us to the top of the order. The pitcher, Nicole Casillas.
So brings up Nicole Casillas. She struck out looking her first time up to bat. We'll look to put it on the green to get Busley home to take a lead. Swing and a miss for Casillas. Ground ball in the third base hole. Busley's going to come home. Yandel makes the play. She's going to be there. So Yandel had a great throw into Lang at a home. Busley dives in with her face, gets home, and takes a 2-0 lead. Here's the replay. Ground ball past the third baseman. Busley's going no matter what. Yandel makes a great throw, just does a great job getting in there. So the Wildcats are making something happen here. A couple of strong hits. Double for Nicole Casillas. Swing and a miss there by Ella. Swing and a miss at a ball up in the zone. Good two-strike hitter. Has been putting the ball in play well as of late. To battle here with Nutter. Keep this rally going. 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nutter doesn't like it. Bailey steps out. Little cat and mouse game here between the pitcher and batter. Strike 3, swing and a miss for Ella Bailey.
Two down. Brings up the center fielder, Gabby Beerley.
Hey, gotta have it now, gotta have it.
Brings up Gabby Beerley. Playing center field today. Runner in scoring position with Casillas there at second base. Called strike outside corner. Gabby wasn't so sure on that pitch. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. Wildcats put up another run. Swing and a miss for Gabby. Good hard swing there on that outside fastball. Swing and a miss for Gabby Beerley, and Nutter gets her 7th strikeout of the game. But not before the Wildcats put together back-to-back doubles and take a 2-0 lead after 3 innings here on ETV at Wildcat Ballpark. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Ballpark. It's the top of the 4th inning. Cougars come to bat, down 2-0. Great pitchers duel going on here. After 3 full innings, Nutter has 7 strikeouts. Casillas has 4 strikeouts. But the Wildcats lead 2-0. Casillas works ahead in the count again. Line drive, great play by Borger at 3rd base. Dives and takes a hit away from Brandt.
Next up, the center fielder, Lee.
Great play here by Sarah. She gets the diving play. A little bit of a couple of nice infield plays by the Wildcats today. ESPN highlight worthy almost. Line drive up the middle. Goyle's there to get it. Throws her out at first base. Retiring Bree Beck on 1 pitch.
2 down, brings up the first baseman, Sydney Swanson.
Goyle to Carnes on the 6-3 play. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for Casillas here in the top of the 4th inning. Brings up first baseman Sydney Swanson. Called strike. Up and away in the zone. Home plate umpire gives it to her. Swanson thought about it. Check. Foul. One ball, two strikes to Swanson. Ground ball to shortstop. Adegoyle up with it, checks it, makes a good hard throw. The ball was deep in the hole. Addy came up with it, made a good hard throw, but Swanson's able to beat it out for a hit.
A two-out single brings up number 17, Kaylee Hafferman.
Brings up Kaylee Hafferman. She moved from right field to second base after the switch with Rasmussen going out. So runner at first base for the Cougars. Ground ball. Sarah Borger at third base comes up with it, fires over to first base. Carnes makes the play. Great job on the hustle play by Borger to get Hafferman at first on a 5-3 ground ball. So we're through 3.5 here at Wildcat Ballpark, and the Wildcats lead 2-0 on ETV. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Ballpark. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. The star of last half inning in the infield, Sarah Borger, two great plays, is up to bat here against Nutter. Ball high. Ball two. So 2 balls to Sarah Borger. Checked to make sure I had the infield alignment correct for the Cougars. I do now. Kayla Dolan at third. Raylan Costley is at short. Kaylee Hafferman's at second. And Sydney Swanson's is at first. Catherine Manning is in right field after the switch, which sent Riley Rasmussen to the bench on the foul ball off of the catcher, or the umpire. Foul ball. Couple of pitches wasted there by Borger. Good job hitting. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning. Inside pitch, may have been a bit of a curveball. Gets her to back away, called third strike. Umpire's definitely been given the inside pitch, or the what we call the river pitches. It's the 8th strikeout for Nutter. Swing and a miss for Goyle. Ball outside. Goyle's a senior, captain for the Wildcats. He's been an absolute phenomenal leader for this team this year. Foul ball back out of play. She may not be hitting as well as she would like to be this year, but she has kept her head up, been imploring all of her teammates to do their best, and is one of the consummate Wildcats to ever wear the uniform. Pop fly over the shortstop's head. It's going to get down for a hit for Goyle. Yandel up with it, gets it into the infield, but there's a single for Goyle.
Next up, the sophomore left fielder, number 60, Addie Schussler.
So 1 out, 1 on. Addie Schussler. She struck out her last time up. Maybe a fairly common comment for me here. Last time up was a strikeout. Nutter has 8 of them on the game so far. Ball up. Just to understand that there have been 10 outs in this game and there are 8 strikeouts. Schussler chases one that she did not mean to swing at. Could see it by her body reaction after that pitch. Swung at it, dropped her shoulders, shook her head at herself. She knew that that wasn't a pitch she wanted, but Nutter's been getting everybody to swing on that rise ball. Pop up first base side. Swanson there to make the play. Goyle has to stay. So 2 outs now for the Wildcats. Brings up another senior, Emma Stahlberger. Also one of the best to wear the uniform. Her attitude, her smile, her upbeat attitude constantly drives these players to be better, and has been a great friend to all of the young ones that are on this team. Ball low. Goyle's going on the pitch. She gets the stolen base. So she's into scoring position for Stahlberger. Looking to pick up an RBI here. Ball outside.
Let her know. Knock the ball down. Yeah, too far.
Called strike. Goyle takes a big lead out there. Looking to draw a throw maybe from Lang. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wildcats are trying to get another run across. Good swing. Just missed it.
Run at her.
Inside pitch, called a strike. Not sure that Nutter needs any help, but she got it there and gets another strikeout.
Eagan does not score.
We're going to watch this here.
Final score.
Nutter goes on the inside.
2-0.
I don't know. Good frame there by Lang. Gets the strikeout. So after 3.5, Wildcats lead 2-0. My apologies, read the scoreboard wrong. It's the top of the 5th inning here for the Cougars as they come to bat. It'll be Peyton Lang, Maddie Yandel, and Rylan Costley to lead it off for the Cougars. Peyton Lang here struck out her last time up against Nicole. Called strike. Foul ball, out of play. So a little game reset here. 2 strikes on Lang. Cougars have no runs on 5 hits with 4 strikeouts. Ground ball up the middle. Bailey's going to get there to make a play, but not going to get there in time. Ground ball hit up the middle. Ella gave a good chase at it. Would have been probably pretty tough to get there, even on a backhand play, but that's one of those plays as she develops as a second baseman, she'll look to backhand and pop over to first base. You see here, ground ball did get knocked down by Casilius' glove. Does make a good hard throw on it, just not quite in time. So brings up Maddie Yandel. Courtesy runner for the Cougars for the catcher, number 12, Henches. Umpire draws in the line there to make sure Madison stays in the box. She has an infield hit and a pop-up. There's another fly ball down the right field line. Emma Stahlberger gives huge chase, makes an excellent diving play to take a foul ball away from Madison. That's the second time that Yandel's been robbed from on that right-hand side.
The second baseman, Raylan Costley.
See if we get after this pitch, we're going to get a replay of that great play by Stahlberger in right field. Brings up Raylan Costley. She had the hard line drive back to Nicole her first time up, and a pop fly single her first time up. So here's that play by Stahlberger. Andel's just a little bit behind it. You'll see Stahlberger come into the frame there, makes a diving catch. Great job, and she makes a good hard throw to second base to keep Lang from advancing. Or Henches, I should say, since that's the courtesy runner there. So 1 on, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Two balls to Costley. Wind continues to blow hard out of Wildcat Park. Ball low. Costley only has 3 RBIs on the year, batting .212. Called strike inside part of the plate. See the flag is kind of fluttering there. Not showing itself to be as hard as it is, blowing as hard as it is in the stadium. Swing and a miss. Nicole comes all the way back to even the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball past the diving Bailey into right center field. They're going to look like they're going to first and third for the Cougars. Hard ground ball. Bailey just misses it, just under her glove. Rolls out to Beerley, comes up firing. Good job Keeps him first and third, 1 out. Brings up Catherine Manning. Henches advances to third. Coach Duncan is trying to get his play in. Umpire like him to get it done. Off-speed pitch, ball inside, just a little bit low. Little cat and mouse game here between Coach Smith and Coach Duncan, trying to decide what they're going to do. So umpire is going over to talk to Coach Duncan, wants him to get his plays in more rapidly. He's making his calls. Little chirping from the crowd. That discussion is over. Line drive to Borger, makes another fantastic play at third base. 2 outs for the Wildcats here.
2 down, brings up number 18.
Checks the runner at third, checks the runner at first, keeps everybody right where they are. And Casilius is looking to work out of a first and third 1 out jam. Off-speed pitch, high inside. Couple of hits here by the Cougars. A couple of great plays here by the Wildcats. Swing and a miss on another off-speed pitch. Definitely swinging for it. This is Kayla Dolan at the plate. Dolan's batting .273 on the year. Ball outside. She has a walk and a strikeout so far today. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Casilius. Dolan dialed in on it, just misses it.
Hey, 2 down.
Off-speed pitch. Dolan swings big at it, misses it, and Casilius works out of the first and third jam, giving up no runs. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Wildcats leading 2-0 here at Wildcat Ballpark on ETV.
Score remains 2-0 Eagan.
All right, welcome back. It's the bottom of the 5th inning here at Wildcat Ballpark. Just like the 3rd inning, we have Megan Dierberger, Drew Busley, and Nicole Casilius to hit for the Wildcats. That's where they scored their 2nd run on Drew and Nicole's back-to-back doubles. Megan's looking to get it started after a 6-3 ground out her first time up. Pop up out of play. Megan's batting .278 on the year. 9 singles, 1 double. Has 10 strikeouts and 10 walks. Pretty even season for the junior. Playing her first, there's a line drive to right center. That's been her spot over the last couple of games. Up comes the throw. She's gonna be in there safe. Manning came up firing. Dierberger's not the most fleet of foot, but she beats that one out on a beautiful line drive to the right center gap.
Courtesy runner, alive. courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner will be
Miss Catherine Vandalak.
Catherine Vandalak, one of the other seniors on the team. So the Wildcats have a runner in scoring position to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning.
Player number 14,
Drew Busley, the designated player, started off the scoring in the 3rd inning with a double. Look to keep that going here. Wild pitch, move Vandalak over to 3rd base. Drew comes in batting .282. She has 2 RBIs on the year. Now she has 8 runs scored. Two balls to Drewby. Really solid swing in that first at bat. First pitch up in the zone, just laced it. Similar to that strike right there. That time she's just a little bit behind it. But another good strong swing from Busley. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Vandalak's at 3rd base. Anything to the right side will score Vandalak from 3rd. Foul tip back into Yang's glove. As I was watching some of the College World Series over the weekend, or the playoffs, a lot of situations where there was a runner at 3rd and that hitter comes up and is just trying to poke it to the right side of the infield, trying to get that run across. Ball down in the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Busley. Something that the high school athletes continue to learn. It's not always about getting the big hit. Sometimes just advancing that runner or putting the ball in play to make something happen is just as important. Good hard swing by Busley, just misses the pitch.
1 out. We head back to the top of the order for 55. Nicole Casilius.
That's Nutter's 10th strikeout of the game. Brings up Nicole Casilius. She had the RBI double in the 3rd inning. Little pop foul. Nobody there. Off the handle of her bat. So it should be Nicole Casilius hit now, and then on deck is Ella Bailey for the Wildcats. Couple opportunities here to get Vandalak home and take a 3-0 lead. There's a bunt, beautiful bunt just to the pitcher. Nobody there, no place she can go. First base and catcher both stayed home. Left Nutter on an island, and the ball spun away from her. And Casilius picks up her 2nd RBI of the day. Just a perfect placed bunt. Ball got up just a little bit, back spins, stays away from Nutter. Nothing she can really do about it. And the Wildcats take a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
With 1 out, number 66, Ella Bailey.
So brings up Bailey. She bunted foul into the catcher's glove on a great play by Rasmussen in the 1st inning and struck out the last time up. Looking to do something damage here. Called strike. Delayed steal by Casilius, and she gets 2nd base. Beautiful play there by Casilius. Laying back to Nutter was not as sharp as it maybe needed to be. Didn't pay much attention to what Nicole was up to, and she takes the stolen base. So Coach Dunkey getting a little aggressive here. Called strike, outside corner. Runs Bailey to 0-2. 2 strikes, 1 out. Again, a ball in play here will do some damage. Foul ball back into the screen. So here's a replay of the steal by Casilius. Oh, throws in behind Casilius, and she takes off. Swanson couldn't make a play. Didn't know that she had gone. Ball on the outside part of the plate. I was blocked by the umpire, couldn't see the play. So Casilius is at 2nd. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bailey. Swing and a miss. Strikes out for the second time in the game. So brings up Gabby Beerley.
Number 34, Gabby Beerley.
Gabby's looking to get back on track here. Foul ball out of play. Struck out her first 2 times up. Nutter has 11 strikeouts on the day. Line drive, back to Nutter, puts her glove up, ball falls to her. But on the double by Dierberger, along with the bunt hit by Nicasilius, the Wildcats put another run across and take a 3-0 lead after 5 full innings here at Wildcat Ballpark on ETV. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Cougars coming to bat. It's a 3-0 lead for the Wildcats. In a game they really need, as we look at section playoff seeding, right now the Wildcats are potentially firmly in that 7th seed, but a couple of big wins today, this week against Lakeville South, Lakeville North may give them an opportunity to move up to the 6th seed. While Lakeville South here is looking to get a couple of wins this week as well to improve their seeding. Likely for Section 3 quadruple A is Rosemount going to take the number 1 seed, and similar for 4A, Northfield is likely to have the number 1 seed. Ball 1 to Brandt. She leads off the 6th inning. Called strike inside part of the plate. Umpire has been consistent, giving the river pitch both sides. Tough sometimes to see exactly where that ball is going to be called, but he's been consistent with it. Ground ball laced up the middle. Out to Gabby Beerley in center field. So Brandt is on with a leadoff single here in the 6th inning.
Next up to center fielder, number 23, Bree Beck.
Brings up Bree Beck for the Cougars. She has 2 ground ball outs, 6-3, 6-3. We take another one of those. See if the Wildcats couldn't flip a double play on this. Breck is a sophomore, plays the outfield. Ground ball to second base, looking to go to 2 for the first out. No chance to, with Breck being speedy out there down the baseline, but good play there by Bailey on the ground ball to second base. Throws over to Addie Goyle, covering second, and gets the lead off the lead runner.
Swanson.
So Breck grounds into a fielder's choice. Is now at first base, replaces Brandt. Swanson is up to bat, struck out and has a bunt down the baseline. Borger fields it cleanly. It comes up, fires to Bailey. Gets Swanson on the attempted single infield hit. Doesn't get it, but does advance Beck to second base. So that's, I think, Sarah's 4th or 5th great play of the game. Really started to take ownership of third base. Finally feeling comfortable over there after being a first baseman pretty much the last couple of years in all levels of softball that she's played. Great job by her on that pitch. Brings up Kaylee Hafferman playing second base. Has a ground ball up the middle. And there's another one. Gets past Addie Goyle. Going to be a play at the plate. Beerley throws home. No chance there. And Hafferman will advance to second on the throw. So great throw, or great bit of hitting there by Hafferman up the middle. Beerley looks to get back coming home.
Next up, the shortstop, Peyton Lang.
She just throws it a little bit too high to have any chance of getting back at home. Peyton Lang is up. The ball's just going to get out of play. Just about gets the camera person. She's all right, though. So if Hafferman's at second. The Cougars have scored once. Lang is up to bat for the Cougars. Little flared play. Great play by second baseman Bailey over the top, just behind first baseman Carnes. Looks like we have a replay. Little pop fly, line drive. Bailey over to make the play. Gets us out of the inning. After 5.5, the Wildcats lead 3-1 on ETV. All right, welcome back to Wildcat Ballpark. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tight game here. Great pitching duel between Madeline Nutter for the Cougars and Nicole Casilius for the Wildcats. It's 3-1. Sarah Borger is coming to bat. Little delay here in between innings. Looks like we're having some defensive replacement. Find out what happened here just a second, as soon as the umpire comes over and lets us know what's going on.
Nine will re-enter for 11.
All right, so we have number 9, Riley Rasmussen, is re-entering for 11, Catherine Manning. She returns behind the plate.
Off the 6th inning for the Wildcats. The sophomore third baseman.
And entering the game is number 12, Chloe Henches. She is taking the spot of 23, Bree Beck, in center field. Ball 1. Little pop over shortstop's head. Lang was there, just gets over the top of her. Single for Borger.
Next up, the senior shortstop. Number 83, Addie Goyle.
Ball outside. Swing and miss for Addy. 1 ball, 1 strike. Little check swing pop out to Costly over there at second base. Didn't exactly mean to swing at that one, but sometimes that happens. Check foul or check swings can go foul or they end up in play. In that case, got enough of it to hit it to Costly, makes a good play. 1 out. Addy Schussler's batting for the Wildcats here. Foul ball back against the screen. Struck out her first time up and hit a little pop hit over the shortstop's head into shallow left field her last time up. Ground ball through the hole on the left side of the infield. Gonna be another hit for Schussler. So first and second
Senior right fielder.
hits for each team.
Before we do that, courtesy run. Second base, Miss Maddie Kinsey.
So hard ground ball for Schussler out to Yandel. And now we have a pinch runner. Maddie Kinsey for Sarah Borger. This is a classic Coach Duncan move. A quick runner, maybe a quicker runner. Sarah's quick in her own right, but looking to maybe put the pressure on the Wildcats on a hit to the outfield. Strike 1 there to Stahlberger. So Kenzie's at second, Schussler's at first. Wildcats are looking to get an insurance run here in the 6th inning. Ball 1. Ball up in the zone, swing and a miss for Stahlberger. Classic Nutter pitch there with a 1 ball, 1 strike. Goes up, moves that ball on the hitter. Makes it a tough pitch to lay off of. Looks like it's going to come in just below the letters and rises at the last second. There's another one. This time wasted away by Stahlberger. Nice job of hitting there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dierberger's waiting on deck. Or no, yeah, Dierberger's waiting on deck. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout for Stahlberger. Fortunately, her 3rd one of the day.
Megan Dierberger.
It's the 12th one for Nutter today. So Megan's grounded out to short and has a line drive double to the right center field gap. Looking to put the ball in the outfield again to get Kenzie home from second. Foul ball. Back away. Out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball high. Foul ball, back out of play. Another foul ball. Continues to battle against Nutter here. Nutter did pitch 6 complete innings last night against Lakeview North, losing 1-0 on a tough play down the line. Off-speed pitch, back up the middle to Nutter, comes up firing, goes to Swanson and gets the out. Good hard hit ball by Dierberger there, but Nutter's able to knock it down, stay with it, and get it out at first. So despite threatening, the Wildcats are unable to score, but after 6 innings, lead 3-1 here on ETV. All right, welcome back. Beautiful softball game here between the Wildcats and the Cougars. It's the top of the 7th inning. Wildcats lead 3-1. The Cougars have 9 hits, have left 8 runners on base, and have 5 strikeouts. Wildcats have 3 runs, 8 hits, 5 left on with 12 strikeouts. Top of the order for the Cougars here, Madison Yandel. Ball 1 to Yandel. I should know that. Played with and coached Madison for a number of years. Foul ball. Sorry, Maddie. I guess it's Madison. She has a infield hit to the shortstop her first time up, and then 2 pop flies, 1 out by Bailey and 1 out by Stahlberger, both diving, great plays. There's a ground ball to Borger, up firing, good a getter on this one, isn't able to beat it. Good job there by Sarah. Comes up, makes a nice play on it.
Next up, number 6, Raymond Costley.
Right center, kid, right center.
Brings up Costley. Foul ball.
Hey, make that hurt, kid. Good swing. Right center now, right center.
Off-speed pitch to Borger, over to third base. Makes the play, pulls Carnes off the bag, makes the tag. Nice job there by Maya. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
2 down, re-entering for the Cougars, number 9, Riley Rasmussen.
So 2 outs. Riley Rasmussen up to bat for the Cougars. This would be a big win for the Wildcats after going 1-2 last week. 2 balls to Rasmussen. The Wildcats have Lakeview North tomorrow and Apple Valley on Friday to wrap up the season. Lakeville South has Prior Lake and Burnsville to wrap up their season. So each team has 3 games. This will actually be Lakeville South's 4th game of the week by the time that they're done playing. Ground ball, shortstop Addie Goyle up with it, makes the play, gets the out, and the Wildcats pull off the victory. Great job by the Wildcats. Congratulations to both teams. Here's that ground ball to Addie Goyle, comes up, fire, great play, just beats her by half a step. So, after 6.5 innings, the Wildcats win 3-1. 9 hits and giving up 9 hits for the Cougars, 8 hits for the Wildcats. Great job by both teams. Casillas earns the win, Nutter the loss. Thank you for joining us here on ETV this season for Wildcat Softball. Happy to have you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year when we resume softball on ETV.